Previously on Keeping Up with the Supreme Court.
I mean, it's awesome that we're industrializing and the economy is improving. Plus, that's more money in my pocket.
I've been a steamboat operator for a long time. I mean, I don't make a lot, but I still get food on the table. Just kidding, I'm rich as hell.
We got a good system here for the steamboats. I mean, I get all the money, and they get to use my Hudson River.
A few years back, Aaron, Ogden, and I partnered up so that we can both utilize the river.
This partnership has made me richer, but I'm not gonna lie, he's annoying. It's the things he does, the decisions he makes, you know?
Since I got my federal license, today is the first day I'm going to use the Hudson River from New Jersey to New York.
Hey! What the hell are you doing here on my river? Are you coming from New Jersey? Did you not know this is my monopoly?
I can't believe he's ignoring my monopoly. Who does he think he is? What do you think you're doing down there?
I mean, I have a license. I really don't see what the problem is. The Fed said I could.
Well, my monopoly says otherwise. So where's your license for me? Does he not get that I got my license from the great state of New York? Mine obviously overrides his.
Honestly, you can shut up. You know dang well federal overrides state.
You know what? I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah, you better run.
You know what? I'm gonna talk to my lawyer about this. I'm not gonna let Gibbons take advantage of me and my river.
How can I help you today?
I would like to sue someone.
So, what happened exactly?
It was this Gibbons dude. I found him on my river.
Who is Gibbons exactly? Witchcraft!
And this dude wanna tell me that my license is wrong because federal rules.
No way.
Well, we have to do something.
I still don't see why we're here. It's not that serious.
We are now going to commence Gibbons versus Ogden. Is that your name? Alrighty then.
Gibbons versus Ogden!
I'm ready for this case. It's gonna be good. Prosecution, please state your case.
It all began.
So it all began
When Gibbons was coming down the Hudson River, he was chugging his steamboat down my river. Of course, it being my river, I stopped him. As an individual who was granted a license by Robert Fulton and Robert R. Livingston of the Hudson River in 1815, I have complete right of navigating these rivers from commerce and trade. Nobody without my permission can go down the Hudson River. Because the state law gives an exception to the federal clause, it should not be overruled and should remain present in New York. All I ask is that Gibbon is restrained from operating on the rivers and stop breaking the monopoly I received through the state license. New York, as a sovereign state, should be able to control commerce with state borders. The national government should not alter the systems in place as it does not interfere with the central government efforts to regulate commerce.
I cannot believe this dude right now.
Okay, thank you. Now for the defense.
So I was just trying to come down the river. And my partner at the time, Aaron Ogden, stops me and tells me I don't have the right to operate another steamboat coming in from New Jersey to New York. I explained to him that even though he was granted commercial control of the Hudson River by the state, I operated under a coasting license, which was granted by the federal government. This may have come into conflict because my federal license contradicted Ogden's state license, but the Supremacy Clause in Article 6, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution allows all federal law to take precedence over state laws, which would mean my license would override. Additionally, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 3 of the Constitution allows Congress to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states. This exclusively gives the federal government the power to control commerce between states. Ogden is incorrect, as his ideas are going against constitutional principles. This circumstance is clearly a federal matter because of both the Supremacy Clause and the Interstate Commerce Clause, and should be dealt with centrally, not individually by the states.
Bro, this dude stay lying on my name. I swear to God. Objection! You know you're lying, and I'm sick of your lying because you know I did not do that, and you know you did.
If I may say...
Shut up!
Order, the court has its decision.
I'm going to win. The logic just lines up with me.
I made a much better argument than this. I know it, the court knows it, and Marshall knows it.
Are y'all ready for the verdict? Drum roll, please. The majority has come to the conclusion that in the case of Gibbons versus Ogden, Gibbons wins.
The case of Gibbons versus Ogden established many significant aspects in the commerce and trade within the nation. Initially, the ruling of John Marshall of the Supreme Court named New York policy invalid due to the Supremacy Clause of the Constitution mentioned previously. It solidified the ability for Congress to regulate commerce between the states. Additionally, it expanded the meaning of commerce to include navigation of waterways, especially across state borders. The ruling actively took away from monopolies designed to enrich certain individuals and instead emphasized on competition between groups to enhance the national economy.
The verdict played a crucial role into the 20th century as well, as Congress would pass many new laws under the broad definition established from this case. Through the Interstate Commerce Clause and Supremacy Clause, Gibbons was able to win and showed these constitutional principles to his advantage. He and his party displayed the dominance of the federal government over the state in this context. The verdict of the Supreme Court increased the power of the federal government and transformed the meaning of interstate commerce into what it is today.